Consider the arithmetic sequence listed below. Find the sum of the first 10 terms. So in this question, instead of giving us an arithmetic series, we are given an arithmetic sequence. But we know that these two are the exact same, except an arithmetic series has a plus or minus sign in between each term. So instead of the sequence above, we're going to have 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 11 plus 14 plus 17 and so on, because we're finding the sum of all of our terms. So because we want to find the sum, we're going to use our formula S of n equals n over 2 multiplied by a1 plus a of n. So we're solving for S of n. So that means we need to know n, a1, and a of n. Well, a1 is the first term in our series, which we know to be 2. So a1 equals 2. A of n is the last term in our series, which as we can see we don't know. And then n is the number of terms which is given to us in the question to be 10. So because we don't know a of n, we're going to have to use our arithmetic sequence formula to solve for a of n, which you can remember is a of n equals a1 plus n minus 1 all multiplied by d. So in this case, we're going to solve for a of n, which means we need to know a1, n, and d. a1 is again the first term, which is 2. N is the total number of terms, which is 10. And d is a common difference. So to find the common difference, we have to see what do we have to add to get from 2 to 5. Well, we need to add 3 to get to the first term to the second term. To get from 5 to 8, we also have to add 3. To get from 8 to 11, we also have to add 3, and so on. So we can see that the common difference between each term is positive 3. So now that we know a1, n, and d, we can solve for a of n. So a of n equals 2 plus 10 minus 1, all multiplied by d, which is 3. According to BEDMAS, we want to do whatever inside the brackets first. So 2 plus 10 minus 1, which is 9, multiplied by 3. Next, we want to multiply 9 times 3. A of n equals 2 plus 27. And then we finally have to add 2 to 27 to give our final term, a of n, to be 29. So now that we know that a of n equals 29, we can fill this in above and then finally solve for S of n. So because we're solving for the sum of the first 10 terms, we're going to have S of 10 equals n over 2, which is 10 over 2, multiplied by a1, 2, plus a of n, which is 29. So first we're going to do inside the brackets. So S of 10 equals 10 over 2. 2 plus 29 is 31. And then we're going to do 10 divided by 2 to give us 5 multiplied by 31. So S of 10 equals 5 times 31, which gives us 155. So the sum of the first 10 terms in the series is 155.